Our brains are prediction machines. So we don't actually experience life as we think we do. Our brains are predicting what's about to happen, and then they give us our feelings. My body's shaking and I'm smiling and I'm just like, I feel so good. With entrepreneurship, you're gonna go through some things that are absolutely wild. And the thing is this, you're not gonna think that you can go any further. You're gonna think that, like, this is it, I'm done. And believe me, because I was there. Not that long ago, I was there and I thought I had nothing left. And I just kept going. And that's really, I guess, if that's you right now, if you're in that hard place, just keep going. And I know that's easy to say, and it's extremely hard to do. It's so hard to do. So I am with you, and know that I am with you and that God is with you in your journey right now. If you're in that place where it's just so difficult and you're like, I don't know how I can go another day. I mean, guys, like, I've been there not that long ago, crying on the floor in the middle of the night. Everybody else in my house is asleep. I got kids to feed. I got so much stuff. There's so much weight, as a guy and then as an entrepreneur, there's so much weight for us to carry. And there's those days where you just break down, and the other thing is that's okay. Like, we're here with you. I'm here with you. And I haven't done a good job of having community around me and having other entrepreneurs to talk to about the difficulties. But it's just a reality that you're likely going to go through something. And if you don't, congratulations, that's amazing. The rest of us wish we could be like that. But, or maybe you just haven't gone through it yet. And so it's just I guess this video, the best thing I can do is just be with the person who needs it right now. And I hope that I can be with you right now, that you can be with Jesus right now as well. Like, I found Jesus through my difficult times, and because I didn't know what else to do. I don't have parents that are wealthy. My dad passed away when I was 18 years old, so I'm just doing it myself. But I got a wife and kids to support. And so I'm just trying to be the best I can be. I'm just trying to do everything I can. And so that just means there's a lot of weight. And one thing I noticed is a couple things, is that as a Christian entrepreneur, there's sometimes this struggle in your brain of like, how much money should I be making? And am I being greedy? And what I realized recently is that me succeeding in entrepreneurship is being a good steward of the mind that God gifted me with. So let me say that again. Being a successful entrepreneur is being a good steward of the gifts, the gifts that I was given. And it doesn't ever say in the Bible to be poor. There's a lot of places in the Bible that talks about giving, but you cannot give if you don't have. So don't be shy about growing. Another thing I want to tell you is you have to become the person that you're going to be, that you need to be to reach that destination. That didn't really sound good. What I mean is, the person you are now, part of the reason that you're not at the level that you want, the hard reality is because you haven't become that person yet. And you can become the person before you have the things, if that makes sense. You can, and we say in the church, you can belong before you believe. And it's very much the same with entrepreneurship. Is you can believe, it's actually the opposite. You can believe in yourself before you've achieved the thing, right? And in fact, you have to. So one of the things, a couple things that I suggest you might want to try. Do a meditation. Just search it up. Find one that works for you. But do a meditation on the future, living in the future. And what's really important is emotionally investing in that. So, I've done it so many times where I'm like, my body's shaking and I'm smiling and I'm just like, I feel so good. And, there's so many people out there better than me at explaining this to you, but I want to serve today. That's my job right now. And so I just want to share some things I've learned. And what I'm saying is these are not my ideas. But Tony Robbins says that you need to change your state first. And so if you start your day in the right state, so if you start your day by saying, by putting yourself in a state that believes. So do that manifestation, think about the future, be in the future, emotionally invest in the future. And then it's going to mean that you change your actions. Here's another thing, is our brains are prediction machines. So we don't actually experience life as we think we do. Our brains are predicting what's about to happen, and then they give us our feelings. And they tell us what to feel, what to do, how to react. Right? But our brains know, that's their job, is to know what's coming. So they look at familiar patterns and they say, hey, this has happened before. This is probably going to happen again. And so if you're stuck, that's also part of the reason, right? So you have to start thinking in a different way. You have to start catching your brain and putting yourself in that positive mindset, right? So let's give you an example of something that happened to me yesterday. I was supposed to go play tennis with a friend and he had to cancel on me. And I was in a bad state of mind. And so immediately I went to, oh, he probably doesn't like me. Something else is more important than me. And I just started sabotaging myself. And I actually ended up telling him about that. And he was like, let's go play right now because that's not true. And look, I knew, so I ended up going to play we played pickleball. But I knew it wasn't true, but it was the state that I was in that decided how to feel. The state that I was in decided how to feel about what had happened. Now, if I was in a better state of mind and he told me that he couldn't go because something else came up or whatever, I wouldn't have cared. I'd have been like, great, man. That's like, it was a business thing for him. And he, so I would have been excited for him. I would have been like, oh, that's great, man. Like an opportunity for you to make money, for you to grow your business, for all this sort of thing. But instead I was thinking about me. I was in the wrong state. So get in the right state, right? I don't know where I'm not going to try to make this some sort of special video. It's one camera and just me sitting out here in my field. But again, I'm here to serve you today. That's my job, is I want to serve today and just tell you that I'm with you. If you don't have Jesus in your life, I suggest you just open up your mind, open up your heart, and just say, why do I keep hearing people talk about this? And as I just said, you can belong before you believe. So if you want to just go see a church, just be in the church, try it out, see how great the community is. If you haven't explored it, you're just wrong about it. In a nice way, like if you haven't explored it and actually understood what the Bible is, like a lot of people, give you an example, think that to get to heaven, you have to do good works. You have to do things. You have to do these things or else, right? Or you're a sinner and you're a bad person. No, that's not it at all. Being a Christian means you're saved by grace, that you're going to heaven as long as you proclaim with your mouth and believe with your heart that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. And that's all we're doing. The rest of it, look, God knows we're going to sin. He understands that and he's there for us. So, I don't mean to make this all about religion or not even religion, but Christianity, but I think it's so important as an entrepreneur to find it, because you're going to go through some times, no question, that are extremely hard. And then you're going to go through some times that are extremely great. And the thing is, we can't forget how we got there. And for me, that's Jesus. How I got there is Jesus, and I can't forget that. When he helps me through the hard times, I can't forget that when I go into the easy times, the great times. So I can't remember what I started this video on, but just to say, like, I'm here with you. If you want to leave a comment in the bottom, I'd be happy to to chat with you. Even if you have an actual business question, you can leave it in the comments and I'll try to answer it for you. I've been doing this for a long enough now that I can answer your questions. I can help you out. And if there's, if you're in here and you already are an entrepreneur and you can help, please go in the comments if we get any comments on this video. But if somebody does leave a comment, help them out too. Like, that's the whole point of community. Right? So that's it. I hope that helps you today. Just some random kind of words that might help you move forward. Know that the difficult things, I'll leave you with this. The difficult things that you're going through, they feel to you like nobody's ever been through it. Like it's different for you. I guarantee that's how you feel. I'm different. Why is it happening to me? Everybody else's situation's easier. Right? And maybe it's not even entrepreneurship. Maybe it's your health or something. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, but you're going through a health battle, whatever it is. But I can tell you that we all go through our things. And the thing that we go through is not important. But it's the journey of going through that thing that we all share. And that's how we can connect. So again, you're not different. I promise you're not different. Somebody's been through exactly what you're going through. I've been through exactly what some of you guys are going through. And they're just saying, I heard recently that says, I don't look like my go through. I don't look like what I came through. But you are going to learn so much, and you're going to hit some points in your entrepreneurship journey where you're going to think, I got nothing left. I said that to my wife. I've got nothing left. Tears running out of my eyes. Like, I don't know what to do. I got nothing left. I've said that. And then I kept going. And I don't know why. I don't know what compelled me to keep going, but I just didn't know how to quit. And so I kept going. And so on the other side of those is, who cares about the money success? Even if you do right now, there's one day where you won't. You'll realize it's not that important. But it was the growth that you go through, the person you become. And I know you hear that. You hear that from Tony Robbins, or you hear from Joe Dispenza, or you hear whoever it might be, some sort of motivational person. And you hear that. But ask yourself, why do I keep hearing that? That it's the person you become, not the money you make. You keep hearing it because it's true. God bless you. Thanks for watching.